Switching gears here, something I did not get to speak with you about yesterday. Ryan, Devin, Haney, just this whole mix. So I just wanted to start with the Ryan and Pitbull fight. As far as you know, there's been rumors about Pitbull needing more time. There's been stuff out there about not being offered enough money. Do you know why that fight didn't occur?
Not really my business, but as I understand it, he didn't want to make a decision before his fight next weekend. He's obviously coming back from a defeat, and I guess he's just like, look, I'm focused on my fight, and once I come through that, we'll talk about it. And I think they wanted, as we know, with His Excellency and Riyadh season, they don't really give you the time to make a long time to make a decision. It's, we're ready to go. Are you ready? No? Okay, we'll move on. And that's why obviously Romero got the gig.
How do you think that fight goes between Ryan and Rolly? Do you think Rolly's got a chance? Because obviously,
no.
Most people say he doesn't.
But I like Rolly. I think he's that all these kind of fights, he come to me and, he asked me my opinion on that fight or the Riyadh season team. And I said, Rolly's a great character. There are tougher fights for Ryan, but Rolly is a character. He can fight. Do you know what I mean? But he's also entertaining.
Certainly.
And if you want eyeballs, you want pay-per-view, I think Rolly is a good option.
Gotcha. I've read Turkey, I've seen online and read Turkey say things like we need to normalize losses in boxing, which has always been a stigma, right? If you have a loss, then maybe you're not as good of a fighter anymore. But a question for you, it's not looking like, it's been reported that Ryan's going to fight Rolly on that card, Devin's going to fight Ramirez. If either one of them were to take a loss, do they still fight each other at the end of the year?
I don't believe so, no. I don't know the deal, but I don't think so. When we say we've got to normalise losses, got to be a little bit careful because you've got to have the winning winning's got to be everything, and losing is unacceptable. That's how I feel about top level sport. You understand losses can happen, and when you take a loss, it's got to hurt, but you can't, we mustn't just go, oh well, if I lose it's fine. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, if you lose in a high level fight with big payday, with big attention, with big profile, it's not the end of the world. Do you know what I mean? As long as you're in great fights, and everybody's different, you make different decisions based on the fighter, based on their future, based on their past, based on their ability, based on their potential. Does that make sense? So you don't always I'll give you a good example. Like Edgar Berlanga fought Canelo Alvarez. He probably needed one more fight to prepare him perfectly for that fight. He still might not have made a difference. Do you know what I mean? But the money and the opportunity was life-changing, yeah? Diego Pacheco who's only 23. If that same opportunity come, we got a bit more time and we got a bit more development with Diego. We don't need to necessarily... Now, if he was offered the same money as Edgar Berlanga, it's very difficult to say no, but he would probably get beat to Canelo Alvarez right now because he's not ready. So, but everything's got to be in relation to the fighter, and their potential and where they are in their career. So, I think losses are fine in massive fights, but you never want to lose.
No, certainly. I guess it's just because with boxing, unlike, we compare it to soccer or football in your home country, like if the Chelsea team loses, it's not like we're going to say, we never watch Chelsea again, right? Yeah. But boxing, it's like that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We're a strange breed, aren't we?
A little bit. Not you, though, Eddie. Not you. Maybe me.
I'm quite strange.
There you go. How does that rematch go, Ryan and Devin? Do you see it being a different outcome? Obviously, I know you're rooting for Devin.
You never know how a fight is going to come back. You don't know how Devin's going to come back against Jose Ramirez. That's a very good bit of matchmaking because Ramirez he's a good fighter, but he's not a savage. He's not a big puncher. And I don't know, you need to have a certain type of mentality to go back into that rematch with Ryan Garcia and win. Devin's a winner, right? So, but physically and mentally, what happened to him that night, he may be fine. He may just come back as the same fighter, a more determined fighter, or he might be gun shy. There might be a couple of dents in the armoury. But, he's an outstanding fighter and he's a winner.
Gotcha.